I think we're ready. Let's do it. Shabbat Shalom. Just walking around tonight, my goodness, what a lovely and interesting crowd. We have people here from Los Angeles, also from Phoenix, Alabama, and our dear friends down the street at Blessed Sacrament Church. So if you are here for the first time tonight, would you find somebody? Let's do it this way. If you are not here for the first time tonight, would you raise your hand up? Hi, nice and high. If you are here for the first time tonight, would you go find one of those people, say hello, tell them your name, and amazing. I spent 18 years in Phoenix. So yeah, I know. I mean, not right this second, but I miss it. But not in August. Once you've had a chance to say hello, you can find your seat. We will come on back together in just a minute. And a few words of introduction for those who are new here tonight. We do a service that's a lot of music and a lot of Hebrew. We'll do our best to call out page numbers, but I'll tell you the truth, it doesn't really matter if you're on the right page number. What we want you to do is experience Shabbat. And what is Shabbat? Shabbat is about washing away the week that has passed. So if you've had, on the off chance you've had any stress or tension build up in the past week, this is a good time to just breathe that out and breathe in its place just the beauty of being together and singing together and being in community and talking about things that matter. We will hopefully, by the course of the evening, experience both joy and contemplation. So I invite you to just take in more of the affect, more of the feel of it. Don't worry, nobody's judging if you're sitting when we're standing or standing when we're sitting or dancing when we're still. It's all part of Shabbos, and we're delighted to have you here. So if you do want a page number, we're on page 11, prayer in which we welcome the angels. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Zecher L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And representing both Phoenix and Hollywood, it's my pleasure to call on Scruffy and Glenn to please light candles for us tonight.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Bless you. Shirul Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shirul Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai, Baruchu Shemo, Basru miyom leyom Yeshuato, Shirul Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai, Shir Chadash, Yai, 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 Basru miyom leyom Yeshuato, Shirul Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai, Shir Chadash, Yai, 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 Yai,
Page 22.
Ya'alo Sadai, v'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai, ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai, v'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai, ay, 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 az yiradenu kol hatzei, az yiradenu kol hatzei.
Such a meaningful time in the Jewish tradition when we reflect on our lives. We're just a few days into Elul, which means we're just a few weeks from Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We think so much about who we are in the world right now and how we could be maybe just a tiny little bit better. And the Talmud teaches actually that all the time, we should view ourselves as though we are exactly half innocent and half guilty. We're exactly half pretty great and half not that great. Why should we view ourselves that way? Because then we'll know that the next thing we do, one good action might just tip the scales. One small little bit of kindness, spreading hope, spreading possibility, might tip the scales in our favor. May this Shabbat inspire us to do so. Page 29, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. מחשבה תחילה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי התעוררי כי בורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצולה תוך אמוני אמסרו לה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה יאי רי 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 לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה.
Page 36. Page 38.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושינרתם לבניך ודיברתם בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לתותבות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
Page 39, מי כמוך. In just a moment, we will rise and continue starting on page 44. And we're in a section of our service called Amidah, which means standing. We'll be standing. And after the opening, you'll notice that everybody will get quiet. And in the evening, we do this section of the service silently. In the morning and afternoon, we do it with words first and then silently, or vice versa. In many ways, this moment of quiet is actually the point of the whole service. In many ways, everything we've done up until now builds us up to this moment, and everything we do afterward brings us down. And you might ask, oh, so what are we doing? What am I supposed to do? I'm standing, I'm facing the ark. What am I supposed to be saying? What am I supposed to be thinking? So this prayer book has some suggestions. These are the words that the sages, a couple thousand years ago, wanted to send to us to suggest that maybe this might help us get to a sacred and spiritual place, to a feeling of being connected. But they're not the definitive words. They're not the only way one might feel close to God or close to the universe or part of something bigger. And in fact, it's entirely appropriate to close this prayer book during Amidah and pray whatever the words of your own heart might be. And I'll say something about that in a minute. It's also entirely appropriate to close this book and just have a moment of quiet. Something so hard to come by in this life we lead. If you're looking for words, though, I like to think of Amidah as the following. If you had gods full and undivided attention, if God was staring you in the face, saying, what would you like to say to me? What would you like to say? And I invite you to maybe think that way, even if you're quite certain that God does not exist. Even if you're quite certain that there's no such thing as God. If you had God's undivided attention, what would you like to say? Please rise.
Shalom Rama Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rama Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atom Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom.
Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך.
Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim leolam, tasim leolam.
Turning to Mishaberach, which is prayer in which we ask for healing. If there's somebody on your mind tonight for whom you're praying for healing of body, mind, or soul, I'll invite you, if you'd like, to share that name out loud now.
Of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
I hope you join us next week. We'll be praying again at the same time. We'll be having a quick dinner, and then we'll transform this space into a sing-along. So if you like Billy Joel music, Lee is going to be leading us, along with a number of other musicians and singers, in a Billy Joel jam in the yard. I'm just saying, you guys do that at your church? I'm just saying. Come join us. I hope you will. Also, I know you want to know. I promise you on Monday, an email is going out with all the information you need to know about the High Holy Days. We will be doing them this year. Just in case. What is your favorite part of your home? I really love my bed. I got a new mattress this year. It's just firm enough, and it is so comfortable. But that's not what I love about my bed. What I love about my bed is that all three kids pile up on me in there. Sometimes we watch movies, sometimes we all fall asleep, sometimes we have giant wrestling matches. As Lily was falling asleep last night, she said, "Ima," that's what she calls me, "I need to whisper something into your ear." "Okay, honey, go for it." "In the morning, I'm going to attack you." Okay, baby, I can't wait. My bed is the place where I see their faces right up close, where I'm least distractible, least likely to be pulled away by a call or by a text. So again, I'll invite you to think for a moment about, what is your favorite part of your home? This week, we are joining our partner congregations that are part of LA Voice, including Blessed Sacrament Church, who's with us tonight, in the important Home is Sacred campaign, dedicating this Sabbath to talking about homes and homelessness. There is a text from this week's Parsha from Shoftim that is an obvious link to the theme. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof, one of the most famous and quoted expressions from the Torah. Justice, justice, you must pursue. In Los Angeles, you don't have to look very far to see that the housing crisis is, in fact, a tzedek crisis. It's a justice crisis. Consider the fact that people of color experience homelessness at a rate much greater than the general population does. Black Californians, for example, make up 5.5% of the population and 25% of people experiencing homelessness. Consider the fact that it has been clearly demonstrated that when children are evicted from their homes, they experience significantly greater rates of depression, anxiety, hopelessness, and behavioral issues. And if you think that their parents could solve that problem by simply getting a job, consider the fact that in California, if you are paid minimum wage, you need to work 90 hours a week to afford a one-bedroom apartment. And you need to work 2.6 full-time jobs in order to afford a two-bedroom apartment. This is a tzedek crisis, a justice crisis. But instead of only telling you the very, very difficult reality, I'd also like to share another vision, the vision of the prophet Micah, who said, "Everyone will sit under their own vine and under their fig tree, and none shall make them afraid." Who deserves protected space, according to Micah? Everyone. Who should be safe in their own home? Every single soul. That's how I feel when I'm in my bed, like I'm under my own sacred vine, my beautiful fig tree. Looking that close into my children's eyes, nothing can make me afraid. Repeat these after me, please. SB4.
SB4.
SB 567.
SB 567.
These are bills that we are joining LA Voice in pushing for in this year's legislative session. Sorry, what numbers were they again? SB
4
and SB 567. Very good. Both of those bills go a long way toward preventing homelessness in the future and finding solutions for those who are currently unhoused. Any of us on the social justice core team who are involved with LA Voice would be happy to talk with you about the details of those bills and why they're so important. I don't want to go into the details right now, but please consider learning more about them. And if you're inclined to support them, call your assembly member and encourage that person to vote yes. Vote yes. Vote more and vote yes. Okay, so one more time, those are SB and SB 567. Excellent. Tzedek, did I get it wrong? Assembly Bill, AB, sorry. But thank you, go by the numbers. 4, 5, 67. Thank you, Renee. Tzedek, tirdov, justice, you shall pursue. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
We rise for Aleinu, page 282.
עלינו לשבח לדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא
Please be seated. Turning to Kaddish Tome, page 292, we are remembering, especially tonight, Sylvia Bell, Molly Cohen, Carol Feldscher, Dorothy Fischel, Francis Freed, Walter Freed, Margot Hudson, Jetta Kligfeld, Herb Levart, Scott Nebenzal, Henry Presence, Marty Siegel, Fred Winmuller, Lester Newman, Doris Ellenbogen Newman. If I shared the name of your loved one, will you please rise so that our congregation can ask that Hamakom Yinachem Etchem, that God provide you with comfort. And if you are remembering somebody tonight who I did not mention, but would like to rise and share that name, I invite you to please do so now. Our hearts are with you, and we pray for your continued healing and comfort. I'll invite the community to rise in solidarity as those who are in mourning lead us on page 292 in Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal. Amen. Be'alma divrach. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Ulamei Almaya. Brichu. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Ose shalom bimroma, uyase shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, uyase shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, uyase shalom aleinu. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu. Mi'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu. Mi'al kol Yisrael. Ose shalom b'rama, uyase shalom aleinu. Ose shalom b'rama, uyase shalom aleinu. Ose shalom b'rama, uyase shalom aleinu. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu. Mi'al kol Yisrael. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu. Mi'al kol Yisrael.
Please be seated. I'd like to invite the members of our Social Justice Core team to please come lead us in Kiddush. Social Justice Core team.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzah banu. B'Shabbat kasho ve'ahav ratzon hintilanu, zikaron ma'aseh bereshit, kilu yom tehillah le'mikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki banu v'achar
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.